Hello, everybody. How are y'all? Welcome back. Alrighty. Once again, let me know if audio levels are okay in the chat real quick, if not too loud, not too overpowering on either end or anything. Thanks everybody for coming in. Gonna finish up the Donkey Kong Country trilogy. Alrighty. Go ahead and refresh that. I was just doing a test the other day. Alrighty. So I have not played through this one in a good several years. Since, God, I think like 2013, which was the first time I ever 100% of this game was back then. But yeah, so alright, let's jump right into it. Welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Hello there, it's me, Mrs. Wrinkly Kong. I've found life too hectic at school with all those naughty Kremlings pestering me all the time. If you need to save your game, Dixie, call here anytime, and I'll record your progress on my new VidMe Watson machine for you.
Ding.
What's that? You want to see The Lost World? Which channel is that on, Dixie?
Alrighty. See Funky the Main Monkey.
Yo, Dixie, what's happening? I've set up my smoking new bot shop on this island, but that's not all. I've also brought your excellent cousin Kitty Kong along for the ride. He may be a toddler, but if you let him throw you upwards, he'll almost reach the stars. Oh yeah! And if you throw him, his humongous body can smash through the floor of some areas. Trust me.
Let's grab that motorboat.
Catch you little Kongs.
Alright. So this is, I guess, I don't know. I'm sure probably most of you watching have played this already, but for those who have not, we are going to Kong, Canada. This is kind of weirdly regarded as like the least liked Donkey Kong Country game of the trilogy. But in playing it as an adult, it's I would say that I've grown to like it just as much as all the others. 2 probably is my overall favorite, but I don't know. I've grown to like all 3 of these mutually, I would say. People just don't like Kitty Kong that much, but you know, I don't mind him much. He's all right. That coin. Little cry sync up the music. Oh no! How embarrassing that I was hurt by a rat. How embarrassing that I rolled my way into a crocodilus. Yeah. Worst thing about Kitty is his death screen. I'm assuming you mean death scream, JP, but yes, I would suppose so. It's Elephant the elephant. Watch him go. A collector is a beautiful coin. Alrighty. Just as my general one and only reminder, the super chat is on. Been starting to use that as of late in some of these streams. If any of you feel so inclined to lend any support, please feel free. If not, no worries. I will be paying attention to the chat to the best of my ability either way. So. Try to be as attentive to chat questions as I can. So. Oh, am I quiet? Sorry. Let me make some adjustments real quick. Oh, thank you, Mara Jade Pena, for the $2 donation. Here's money, because the dub is amazing. Thank you. I'm assuming, based on your icon, you're referring to the Mob Psycho dub. Much appreciated. Episode 4 of Mob Psycho 100 Season 2 came out on Funimation and Crunchyroll the other day. Hope you all enjoyed that. Featured a bunch of folks. Kaylee Mills, Brock Powell back as Bunshamaru, Joe J. Thomas, Sean Chiplock, Zena Robinson, a few other folks. It's a good cast. Yes, you're welcome for the, the Zelda CDI reference I snuck in there. My boy, there is no one who can beat me at rock, paper, scissors. I also tried to, right after that, when he's like, bye now, later losers, or whatever he says. I tried to do take care now, bye-bye then. But sadly it did not fit the mouth animation, so I couldn't get it to work, but... Sweet. How could I let this happen? I just played this, I'm forgetting what direction is what. Let's continue! There we go. Two up. I remember that. Already got about 30 people. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
How do you like my new hairdo, kitty? I've just had a new banana rinse. It's good to have a visit from you, kitty. All you ever see on television these days is repeats. And really sad news.
Yeah, I definitely played all of these as a child, I would say.
Hello there, how's it going, kitty? Barnacle's my name, and I've set up home here to build me shell collection. This bird is a friendly fellow, isn't he? He flew in once, so I decided to keep him in.
Bye. Come back with that shell, I guess. Excuse me. Ginger Conqueror. I actually... I think I've only played the... what's it called? The GBA version of the first Donkey Kong Country game. Those of you who also don't know, there were... actually, there were GBA remakes of all three games, and also a Game Boy Color remake of Donkey Kong Country 1. And there was also the Donkey Kong Land games, which were sort of like... They were their own games, but they were the handheld counterparts, I guess you could say, to each of the Donkey Kong Country SNES games at the time. Fun fact, those of you who are Grant Kirkhope fans, his first job at Rare was Donkey Kong Land 2. He had to remake all of the Donkey Kong Country 2 tunes. On guard, yay! With the Game Boy sound chip, which I'm sure was an interesting challenge for him. But yeah, I don't believe that I've ever tried the GBA versions of Donkey Kong Country 2 or 3. I know that there's differences between them. There's the level order is rearranged a little bit. The GBA version of DKC 3 actually has an entirely different soundtrack, I believe. But yeah, I think I've only ever tried the GBA version of Donkey Kong Country 1. And I think I actually played the, what's it called? The, good. I think I've only, I might have played the Game Boy Color version of Donkey Kong Country 1 as well, like just for shits, but, remember not super enjoying it that much, because it was, you know, just not as powerful of a system, of course, but, you know. Oh, can I? Never mind. Yeah, I'm very not good at Kitty's water skip thing. So the last time I played this game, I mentioned earlier, was like way back in the old age of 2013. I was playing at a friend's house at the time. He had a Super Nintendo and just like whipped out a bunch of his games, and I stayed up all night and I played through the whole thing, and I 103%ed it. Oh, I forgot about the crack. Whoops, my bad. Remake this game, but replace Kitty with Eddie the Mean Old Yeti, which is what I used to joke about the white palette Donkey Kong in Smash was, and then now we have Super Kong in the Returns games. Excuse me. Which, yes, I have played Donkey Kong Country Returns. I've not played Tropical Freeze, though. I played a little teeny bit of it at a Nintendo World Store, like when it first came out on Wii U, but I've not actually played the game in full before. Speaking of Tropical Freeze, though, too, I gotta say, the snow level or ice level themes of like every Donkey Kong Country game, I absolutely adore. I like snow level music like in general, but DKC has got some good shit. Welcome to Kong Canada. The healthcare is great. Don't worry about timing. Oh, if only we could all go. I'll be that lucky. I love how you know, I feel like this is probably adjusted by now, but I love how people still seem to be like, oh, I'm gonna move to, oh, good. All right, start that banana count, everybody. I love how some people are still like, oh, I'm just gonna move to Canada, and then all my problems will be solved. It's like, Canada's wonderful, but it's also not devoid of its own problems that its people have to deal with, and leaving America to go to Canada doesn't magically solve all your problems, guys. Wow. Two banana. These playthroughs are making you real nostalgic. Well, you should replay them. Although I think that they're, because I have the Wii U Virtual Console and my Super Nintendo carts and all that, but they are not. I don't. Yeah, because the Switch. The Switch Virtual Console still is kind of... Ah, thanks. Leaving a lot to be desired as of late, so... Got that banana back. Oh God! I didn't know there was a crack problem in Ontario. Jesus, sorry to hear that. Do you like Ellie the elephant? Elephanty the elephant. Crocodile-y the crocodile. Swordfishy the swordfish. Deery the deer. Rabbity the rabbit. Ah! Oh, Jesus. Whoops. I remember on one of Trevor Duvall's early voice print podcasts. Oh, there's the goddamn barrel. I remember him talking about how, like, because some people are from, I guess, Canada are kind of scared to move to LA because they're afraid they might get shot, which is fair enough because there are certainly some dangerous areas around LA that I attempt to stay away from as best as I can. But he was like, no, dude, we're all just so chill that, like, we just don't even, like, we just can't even commit murder. In fact, I'm so chill right now from all the drugs that, like, I can't even say commit and murder. I just say commurder. What? That was dumb. Oh, fucking B. There are a lot of very talented actors from Canada. Thanks. Chris is good at this game. Oh, what was happening with the barrel is I was using my suction power on accident. I was making it go all weirdly backwards. Oops. Oh, good. Hello, welcome. Get in or get out. I remember there was, I think in some of my early attempts on playing this game, I didn't even realize that Ellie had like the little suction ability if you hold down the Y button, and like could shoot water and everything. That's some of the later levels. Good. Metalhead Donkey Kong for Smash. Yes, of course. In such high demand. Apparently the Donkey Kong Country cartoon is like really popular in Japan. Alright, fuck it, never mind. So Michael McKay, funnily enough, and I felt like such an idiot. So the first time, the first time that I did this like Kirb versus, which it was just like an offhanded name for like, oh, what do I call this gaming stream where it's just me solo? Like, I don't know, Kirb versus whatever the game is. And I completely forgot, and I felt like such an idiot because like Johnny's a friend of mine. I completely forgot that like that's his entire branding for his gaming stuff, and I'm like, how did I forget? Like, it was so stupid. So no, it was not intentional to be like ripping him off. I just like wasn't really thinking about it, and then I was like, oh crap. Well, now I do look like I'm ripping him off. Stupid. Boink. There we go. One, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Oh, actually, I want to try this because I haven't done this mini game in a while. Well, would you believe it? Hello, Kongs. Welcome along to my all-new bonus tent. My show's on the road, and it's in every land. The cost of this game, 2 coins in the hand. There are some great prizes in offer today, so come on in and choose to play. Come do that, and you're away. So come on, Kongs, and have a go. You could well win. You never know. Okay, Kongs, it's your choice today. Which game would you like to play? Today's contest is a throwing game with a difference. So you've reached the bonus game then, have you? It's not a simple game of questions and answers this time, though. Now you've got to beat yours truly if you want to win any prizes. Yeah. You only had your blow on your targets for them to fall over. Hey, I think you've played this before, haven't you? Oh boy, good old Belcha. Ginger Conquer, I don't know if that's true, actually. I don't think that they were working on Donkey Kong 64 at the time, because that would have been a few years off by that point. If you're really good at this boss, you can knock Belcha out, I think, with like 2 well-timed bugs. Not like me. Yeah, baby. There we go. Did they talk about that in an interview? I'd be curious. I'm not saying you're lying or anything. That's the first I've heard of that before, and I feel like DK64 was so far off by that point that like, because that was like well after Banjo-Kazooie. So, excuse me. Oh. The Minkies. I think that's what they're called. I forget. Something like that. Whoops! Oh, sorry. 1 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. I forgot to answer the rest of your question. I would like to do more, did you know, voice actings. I tend to just make time for them during Voice October, just because, like, you know, I can have a dedicated point in the year to do a bunch of them. But I haven't done. I just tend to not do them like throughout the year anymore, just because like I'm working on so many other things. But yeah, I do have a few more ideas for ones that I want to do. Bonus stage. Sub cartoon game. No. Try that one more time. Malik, if you want to join again at some point, let me know. Yeah. Can I break this? Oh, sorry. I guess not. Oops. Ah! You network with animation industry professionals. Just be nice and friendly and approachable. You know. Do your research. Know exactly what you want to ask, and be mindful of things. Any way you would make friends. I mean, a lot of the people who I've met in the business who have been really openly kind and supportive and helpful to me are just like people that like I just meshed with and became friends with, No! Yeah. Michael McKay, how far along with the tone game would you say we are? Hard to like exactly say as far as like a complete percentage. I mean, it's coming along. It seems like we're on track to finish the game by next year, which was my intention. There's very little visual assets like left that need to still be made. We've talked about this a lot on the update streams and everything. So, I did it. There we go. But in June, we will have our quarter 2 progress report. So I'll probably be able to better answer, how far we've come along and what else we have remaining by that point.
Hey, Funky Kong is in the chat. Donkey dude, diddy dude.
Look, she's asleep. I'm sure she won't mind us saving our game, though. Save it. Excuse me. Tome fighting game. I don't know. Maybe someday. not exactly a genre that like I'd be super passionate about making a game for, because making a really good fighting game is very, very, very difficult. You know, I've known a few of the folks that work on Skullgirls for a number of years, and you know, the amount of like know-how to make a well-balanced, like truly good playable fighting game is not an easy task. It is undoubtedly one of the most difficult genres to like get right, I would say. But I've certainly thought about it. I mean, like, you know, fighting games are fun because they're so character-driven and everything, you know. Yeah, I beat that record. Give me 1 second, guys. Thanks, folks. All right. Wheels on wheels. Goodness gracious, I've attracted a lot of role players today. More power to you. Just don't do anything bad. Oh, good. Not like that. Not like how bad I was a second ago. One sec, folks. Sorry. I want to see you've seen the recent. Oh no, I guess that one was probably a while ago by this point. The one of the Nintendo Did You Know Gaming's yes, Vanessa Johansson. She's very remarkable audiobook voiceover actor, and she's done some stuff on Pokemon. She was Diantha. It's your first time visiting the stream, Tube Wings. Welcome. Appreciate it. Up to about 35 people now. Thanks everybody. Let's try to get up to 30,000, guys. Who's my favorite member? Who's my favorite member of the DK crew? Huh? Probably. Man, actually, that's a tough one. Probably Diddy. I do really like Dixie though. Dixie's. I mean, you know, I'm glad K. Rool is in Smash. You know, he was, of course, in much higher demand. Dixie was another character that I think would have been cool. But the thing is, like, she wouldn't have really been able to be a clone. She certainly could be an Echo Fighter. Like, at best, maybe a Diddy clone, but like, she'd have to have her own moves developed. Because, like, you know, she doesn't have like the exact same kind of stuff as Diddy. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it would have been really cool to see her in there, just to like have more girl characters and everything, and like I just think she's fun. But admittedly, oh yeah, so I was gonna tell this story. Admittedly, I think I also liked Dixie Kong because like we kind of me and one of my childhood close friends from like years ago, like before I even knew Mike Lucas actually. I've talked about this on a Donkey Kong Country Kirb that I did like probably a few years ago by this point, but you know, we when we were really young, and we would like, you know, be playing pretend in like, I'm talking like early elementary school. We came up with like because we used to like play pretend and, you know, do shit like that, and we'd like act out episodes of TV shows. But we also came up with like our own. So we had like because we were both like obsessed with Donkey Kong Country, and we excuse me. Oh, did I miss one? Oh shit. Whoops. We used to like come up with like different plots for like the Donkey Kong Country like show that we made, him and I. So you know, we did a lot of that, and that was fun. That was just us like goofing around and coming up with things and trying to be creative and all that. Where is the one that oh man, I screwed up. Oh, there it is. Idiot. But yeah, we kind of often had Dixie and Kitty be like the main characters of it. So we liked them a lot because we just, I don't know, we kind of came up with our own like personalities for them that we found to be like interesting or whatever. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, I'm sorry. Ah, Jesus. Bonus. Yeah, I do like that some of the alternate outfits and things in Smash like technically allow for more female characters in the roster. But I mean, like, it would also be nice just to have more characters in general that like are inherently like they're girls. You know, that's why like you know, like, say what you will about her as a character and, like, Star Fox Adventures and all that. Like, I just think it would have been cool to make Crystal playable at one point. You know, I was kind of holding out for her back in the Brawl days, but, I mean, at this point, she's so relevant that, like, I know it's not going to happen, so, you know. Cool that she is at least an assist trophy, though. Especially now, because, like, the fact that she's a new assist trophy is, like, kind of surprising, because she's just not even been in anything in, like, a long time. Thanks, Game Bros WV, and thank you for presumably donating for your background character. Much appreciated. It was an absolute joy getting to draw all those guys. It was super fun. Love a DK barrel right about now.
When am I gonna be an echo fighter of the donkey dude?
Surprised you're not. Maybe I don't need this, do I? Yeah, whatever. Give me a fucking DK barrel already, dog. I forgot you could do that. Michael McKay, I use OBS. I used to use XSplit for a long time, actually. That was how I did a good majority of the animation streams for Tome. I switched to OBS, I think, sometime last year, I believe. I forget how long it's been now. Oh, I got this one? Oh, wait, where the fuck am I going, then? Am I going? Oh, I'm going through the whole... Wow. I think I forgot how to play this game, guys. Jesus. And I'm dead. That's good. Well, at least I got all the bonus coins in the level that I've now got to do again. Jesus. That's right, everybody makes mistakes. But I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to make mistakes or Cranky might beat me. Ah, Jesus. I'm not above punching rats. Boink. Okay, let me pay attention to where the fuck I'm going this time. Hey, there we go. Oh, and I got Perry. Perry the parallel bird. Sweet. Yeah. It's okay, you don't need to be good at games to stream. That's true. Springing spiders. Springing spiders. I like these little guys because they're here to help you. Excuse me. It's a rare depiction of spiders in video games, and they're not evil. Excuse me. Damn it. There you go, folks. Juan 444 Gomez 444. I hope the 4s are actually part of like your real birth name too. I wouldn't imagine Tara Strong doesn't remember the show because I don't think she was ever in it. So unless maybe her kids were into it or something. So I don't know what she would have to do anything with Sailor Moon. Although speaking of Sailor Moon, yo, y'all see the announcements of the cast for the Sailor Moon Stars, the final season? Those of you who also don't know, Viz is going to be dubbing the final season of Sailor Moon, which has never been dubbed before, never been released officially in America before. The sub-release of it has been on Hulu the last couple of years, but we're finally dubbing it and putting it out on Blu-ray, which I'm super excited about. And, Boink. Yeah, really excited about that, and very happy for my friends Erica Harlicker, Erica Harlicker and Sarah Williams, who get to be two of the Sailor Stars. Yeah. Z Owlman, no, there never was. It was a season that they basically skipped. We don't know if it was necessarily due to just like, because for those of you who also don't know, the characters in Sailor Moon Stars, the 3 new characters, have the ability to transform between both male and female versions of themselves, which is really cool. And I would bet that probably just was maybe a bit of a like, maybe not exactly a thing that is socially acceptable on American television, you know, in like 1990 whatever, like I think maybe early 2000s, which was a shame. But now, of course, as you know, things have very much changed with the world. Now it is something that people are really, really excited about. So, yeah, but Erica Harlicker and Sarah Williams. Tone fans know Sarah Williams, of course, is Saturn Diva. And Melissa Hutchison of... she was in Sonic and the Secret Rings and Telltale Wolf Among Us, I believe. Some other stuff. Yeah, 3 of them are playing the Sailor Stars, so very excited about that. And I think some other friends of mine might be appearing in that season as some other characters, which I'm very excited about as well. Which you'll have to tune in for more details on that later on. Meanwhile, I'm also still waiting for whenever the heck we're going to be doing the Sailor Moon Crystal Supers movie. Because Melissa Hutchison was the voice of Merlina in Sonic and the Secret Rings. And also, that's not true about the thing with Sega. A lot of people on the internet really don't know how... I'm not going to go too much into it, but a lot of people on the internet don't really know how that stuff works. Oh, Black Knight. Sorry, not Secret Rings. Yeah, Black Knight. My bad. Thank you, Jacob. Hey, it's the Banana Brain Conks. See that Riverbank race? I ran that in 1 minute 15 seconds. You couldn't do it in double that time. What? You can't have beaten my time. I've held that record for the last 2 years running. Literally running. You've made me so angry I could... Oh boy, glad that log took care of that. No, don't you silly. Oh, I gotta beat this first. Onk, onk, onk. Yeah, she is also Bianca on the Spyro remake. I do believe that is correct. Excuse me. Excuse me. Good lord. This was, by the way, this was a tough level. Had a lot of difficulty with this one back in the day. Brr. Moink. I love the vibe of the music in this one so much. It's funny because like, and this might just, I don't know, just be one of those things where it's like you're a kid and you're just used to hearing it as it is. But so, and correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, if somebody out there in the chat perhaps knows more about this. But so I believe this was not done by David Wise, the music for this game. I believe it was I almost said Melissa Hutchison, excuse me. I believe it was Evelyn... Oh, crap. Evelyn something, I forget her. Evelyn Fisher, I think? Was that it? And who did... was another musician for Rare Games. I can't do it, damn it. And then David Wise, I think, actually... Oh, I screwed it up. Damn it. Can I reset it? Will it work? Nope, probably not. Dang. And then David Wise, I think, actually recomposed the entire soundtrack for this game for the GBA version of Donkey Kong Country 3. Crap! And had a completely different sound to it. Damn it! Oh wow, really dumb. Evelyn Novakovic. Yeah, Ginger Conker knows all the rare facts. That onk sound is what defines me as a person. Oh! Oh, God, come on, man. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Oh, yeah. I heard the GBA. There's a couple good ones in there, but like overall, I like Evelyn's soundtrack for this game way more. It's interesting because I remember some people I talked to seem to not like the soundtrack for Tropical Freeze very much, even though like a lot of it was David Wise again, and they even had like a lot of remixes of like some DKC2 music and all that in there. So it was a little surprising, but I don't know. Eric's Horde. Eric's Ambush. I hate this boss a lot. Good. Good. Oh, this is going to go very well. Don't throw your booger balls at me. I do not want them anywhere near me. Eric the Arachnid. Good. And I deserve that. Right up my butt. Right up my butt. Thanks, Anime Fanatic 777. And then I also get hit. That's nice. That's just so nice. Oh, I did it. I did it! Hooray! Beep, beep, beep. guess in the, Oh, let me talk to Blunder real quick. I've been watching your progress for a while, Dixie. The name's Blunder, but you can call me Mr. Blunder. So you think you're gonna find everything in the game, huh? You don't even know there's a lost world, do you? Whoops, I think I just let the cat out of the bag. Oh, jeez. Enjoying me fail miserably, thanks. A patch? Oh yeah, this is just what I needed. Making him Italian, for Christ's sake. Hang on for just a couple of seconds, Dixie, and I'll get you a full new tub for you a rub-a-dub-dub. The hovercraft. Time to catch some rays. Sweet. Now I can pretend I'm in Diddy Kong Racing. Press start. Alright, chat. Should we go to the water world or the factory world first? The choice is yours, and mine alone. This is your mission, should you accept it. The choice is yours, and mine to eventually choose. Ultimately. Water. Alright. Wowder it is. First, let's go to Blue's Beach Hut. Oh. Hello there, Dixie. How are you? My name's Blue. Pleased to meet you. You wouldn't have brought... Well, I can see you haven't. Never mind. It's like... excuse me. Baz's blockade. These water levels are a bit of a bitch, if I do say so, and I do. I was answering the thing about Pokemon. Yeah, I did a character in the Diamond and Pearl season, almost 10 whole years ago now, Corey. And then, years later, I got to voice Colress and Berg and Bryson in Pokemon Generations, which was a tremendous honor. Why wasn't Dixie in DK64? Because evidently Tiny was instead. Good. Matt the Gaming Man, who would I want in Smash? I don't know anymore, man. I really don't know. I think I've just full on given up on Geno at this point. I mean, with all the rumors about the Microsoft stuff and everything, I don't know. I mean, maybe Banjo. I would really love Banjo, but I've just been not trying to hold my breath too much on characters that I like really cross my fingers for. But I don't know. I mean, for me right now, it just is exciting that like we really don't know who the rest of the DLC characters are going to be. So it's just like cool to like find out. I'm like, oh shit, awesome, you know. So I'm presuming and hoping that we'll find out the next one during E3, which is like around the fucking corner at this point. Ain't got coins. No! Amaterasu from Okami. Oh, that'd be cool. Sadly, Okami is kind of long irrelevance. I feel like there would be other Capcom and or Platinum Games characters that would have a higher... I feel like 2B I think has a higher shot of being, and even then, like, who knows?
That would be cool just because I'd be happy for Kira, but... Oh, Jesus. Fucking fish, dude. Silly clown fish. Forget what they're called. Am I going the right way? I'm assuming I am. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I guess I am. Ah! Oh no, I didn't find On Guard to poke that bounty fish. Oh, thanks. Prick. Beautiful Joe would be cool, but yeah, same kind of thing. I feel like he's just kind of irrelevant. Oops. Boink. Mad to Gaming, how I feel about the Sonic movie is I don't have high hopes for it being good. That's about all I've got to say about it. I'll never forget in the in the player's guide for this game, they had like the descriptions for all the enemy characters, and they're like, Crumple doesn't want to pump you up, he wants to take you out. Which I realized way later was, Crumple wants to pump you up. Hey, hey, ho. Boink. Yeah, same thing, like, damn it. As much as I love, I adore Wonderful 101, game wasn't exactly a runaway success. I saw that, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm sure a lot of writers in Hollywood and otherwise are very interested in potentially writing other Nintendo franchise movies. Whether or not those will actually happen is an entirely different thing. I feel like that... Fuck off. I feel like that article that came out recently, like, it's cool that the Pikachu writers and other people are, you know, interested in doing that. And the whole mention of, like, oh, like, how would you do a Smash Brothers movie? Like, you'd have to build a cinematic universe for each of those things. Which, yeah, of course. But whether or not we're actually going to get any of them is up for debate. And to be honest, I kind of doubt that we will. You know, I mean, that could change depending on if the Mario movie is good and is received well and warrants more or anything, but I don't know. We'll see. And then there's the whole thing about that Zelda Netflix show that may or may not have even been happening in the first place. I would not be surprised if it just wasn't at all. It's probably just like, there's a lot of stuff like that that just like people just start rumors. I remember there was this whole thing about like, I think there's still an IMDb article for like, oh, they're doing this like Nicktoons movie, like a Nicktoons like crossover movie, and I'm like, no, they're not. Like, I know for a fact that they're not, but somehow just like that rumor got started. I guess maybe there was like a writer or something that was like in, you know, like pitching it or coming up with something for it, and ultimately didn't happen. But I mean, you know. Yeah. A blue ballon. Want a bonus. Bonus stage.
Yeah, Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, I think, would be kind of cool. Can't wait for the inevitable. If that happens, we'll have Ryu and Ryu, just like we have Roy and Roy. Yeah, he'd be a good Koei Tecmo, I guess, representative. Oh man, how do you do this one again? Shit. Whoops. Oh boy. Oh god. Oh Jesus. That was not a smart thing for me to be doing. Alright. How do I... Is there a... I forget. How do you... Yeah, how do you do this again? Oh man. Fuck. Ah. Oh, so funny, Adam. Yeah, how do you... Oh, man, I used to know how to do this, and I can't remember. God, ah, damn it. No! Fuck it. Never mind. We got 40 people watching. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining.
What was that? You'd like to change your name? Oh, sorry, I misheard. You want to save your game. What's that? You want to see The Lost World? Which channel is that on, kitty?
Adam, you want to join? Excuse me. Poke me on the Skypage and I will bring you in. Baby. Oh shit, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. No, oh, really? Wow. Fuck that one up. Alright, let me bring in the Adam. Hello.
Hello. There we go.
Hi.
All right, cool. Yeah, I haven't used Skype in a while, so I had to make sure that it was set up to my new interface and all that shit.
Everybody, so I'm messing with Adam's volume a little bit because I realized that when I had Malik in during the last stream, I ended up accidentally making him louder than like me or the game audio.
he really was a lot louder than you.
Yeah, I didn't realize, and nobody said anything. I think in the chat. So
Yeah, I only got there at the end, so I was like, oh, okay. By the time I got in, you were over. I was like, all right.
yeah. He's good. Okay, cool. All right. How are
How
you,
good?
Adam?
I'm really tired, but good. How are you? How have
Yeah.
you been? Yeah.
All right. I'm a little tired too, but you know.
I streamed last night, and I was like falling asleep on stream. I haven't done
yeah?
that in a while. My head was just like... I was like, I'm going to crash into my tablet if I'm not paying attention. I was like, I should sleep. Because I had
What were you playing?
No, I was arting. And
Oh, gotcha.
I was animating it. I was doing my weeb ending animation work, so
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun.
Fuck. God. I get the Kong, and then I immediately lose the. No, it wasn't your fault, Malik. It was my fault because I made you too loud on my end, so don't worry about it. But yeah, I've been doing that also, but not stuff that I can show. Although unexpectedly, yeah, I don't know if you saw, but I had the thing with the shopkeepers where I was like, oh, I could actually stream this because this isn't really spoiler stuff.
I was at work and I caught like part of it. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You catch that? Yeah.
Well,
no, it's good.
Shit.
So the game's going well, obviously. I'm assuming.
No. Oh God, why is this level harder? Oh man. I'm off my Donkey Kong game, brah.
Oh shit.
You play this one?
I haven't played any Donkey Kong games actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, I haven't. It's I've missed out on a lot of stuff, to be honest.
cray.
What was the Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't have Super Nintendo. I had regular Nintendo, then I went straight to like Sega and like Genesis, and
I'm so glad that you call it. No. God damn it. I'm so glad that you also call it regular Nintendo, by the way.
oh,
The NES.
yeah, the NES.
Because I used to call it that too. Because when I was born in like tail end of '88 on New Year's Eve. So like, by the time I was like, I don't know, by the time I was like 2, the Super Nintendo had just come out. So you know, when I was old enough to be even like allowed to be playing games, there was the Super Nintendo and then the regular Nintendo. So,
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'm only 4 years older than you, so it's basically the same shit.
no, just I
Basically-
don't know, like
bas-
that. Just
No, I'm same exact reason. It's
no,
just
I'm
like,
just saying I hate you. Oh shit!
Oh.
I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. Damn it. Now he knows.
Well, I mean, okay, it's fine. I got you.
Hey, when are you gonna come visit LA for fuck's sake?
Oh my god. When I get the move to Dallas settled, probably.
Oh yeah, when are you heading out?
The goal is to force myself to do it by January, to leave January. It's been a really, like, last year I was starting to save up fine, and then a whole bunch of shit happened, and then that fucked up the savings. Then this year started off horribly. Oh my god. Really bad. Like, it was like health stuff, like, dropped, car stuff dropped, and it was just like,
Yeah,
I'm fucking out. It was
I've got some of that shit to take care of soon too. I'm not looking forward to that.
because I got all right, this is I wasn't gonna. All right, this will work. So if there are any artists or content creators watching, don't.
Sorry, I was just sucking up some water. Continue.
That's fine. Don't overkill yourself. Like, don't, if you're stressing out, if you listen to your
Don't
body,
overkill yourself.
don't go overkill on whatever you're doing. If your body's starting to like tell you, hey, by the way, you're exhausted, listen to it, because if you don't, you'll end up losing half your face, and that was a thing.
Well,
So
yeah.
I got hit with Bell's palsy like in February, like
Oh, for fuck's sake, Neosi.
like 4 weeks before a con that I was supposed to be a guest at. I was like, oh, that's awesome. That's gonna be not awkward at all. So that was fun. So yeah, no, it was. So the beginning of the year started off pretty bad, but it's all balanced out now. So
That's good.
the idea is January, but I'm probably gonna visit Dallas probably at the end of the year. I do want to come back and like go visit LA and chill. It's been a while.
Yeah,
It's been
when was the last time you came out here? I don't even remember.
like 3 years ago, I think.
Jesus.
At this point.
Was it for a con? I don't remember.
No. I just said I needed a vacation. I was like, fuck it, I'm coming out.
Okay.
It's like it was like the year I had like a really good tax return. I was like, let's go to LA.
Yeah.
Let's go to LA for a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
so.
fun.
Well, it would be.
You are virtually one of the only remaining like friends that I even have left in New York at this point.
Yeah, I'm like the one remaining friend I have in New York too. It's really sad.
Well, because excuse me, most of the other ones that I know are they're moving to other places, either here or excuse me, or Texas eventually. Anyway, my parents are practically like retiring to other places.
Wow.
So yeah, I man.
Yeah, I know. It's everyone, and that's kind of why I was like, all right, I'm kind of done with the New York thing. It's like, one, it's too expensive to be here, and the main point is I have like no friends left here. I mean, there's some, but it's just eventually get to a point where you're like, all right, you do need some social interaction. And for me personally, I really like to be around other like creative friends that are like motivating, like they're just so motivating to be around. It's just you feel like comfortable and welcome. And I'm like, they all left like either Texas or LA, and I'm like, all right, I gotta.
Well, and I mean, because the thing is like I knew pretty early on. I remember how to do this. Okay.
Just realized
I remember pretty early on that I was gonna have to. Yes. Sorry. I was gonna have to move to LA, like in general, just because like everything I wanted to do work-wise,
right,
was here.
Yeah.
So like I kind of like, I guess in some sense like resigned myself to like, all right, this is where I'm gonna eventually have to be.
Yeah.
Oh god, this level's fucking terrible. This level, sorry. Since I can explain things to you because you don't know this game. So this level, Fish Food Frenzy, you have this little I think.
Oh my
name is
god,
like
it's
Nibla.
TMNT.
I think her name is Nibla or something like that. So she follows you around, and you got to feed her these clownfish things so she won't get mad. So she can't eat those, or she'll get sad, and then eventually mad, and then she'll chomp you, and that you don't want that.
No.
So.
Dude, this level totally reminds me of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game.
Oh yeah, it looks like the awful sewer shit that everybody hates so much from that game.
I fucking love that game.
Yeah.
But no, it's like it made total sense. I'm like, with me, I'm like Dallas or LA would have been fine. Dallas is cheaper, much cheaper, and I like to drive, and I will probably murder people if I drove in LA. So I've already lost my patience with New York, but I'm like,
I mean, I don't know. If anything, I think it's actually just as, I mean, because my dad commuted from the city, to the city to work, because we were in Long Island. He commuted there like for years.
And
it wasn't pleasant.
Like,
but being in LA, it's like, this is about the same, and like I've just kind of gotten used to it.
Like I'm making it sound more theatrical than it is. I'd probably be like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. Also, I realized actually, well, okay, so the actual commute. Sorry, the traffic, as I understand it in Texas, is like whatever. It's the commuting that sucks because everything is so fucking far away.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's the thing. It's like the work thing, because I'm not going down there to be a voice actor and like do the anime. I can do whatever. I mean, I'll find a job. That's been one of the anxious things. I'm like, obviously, I want to do more. I do want to do more creative work and like writing and or even graphic work. I don't mind doing VO stuff now that I like updated my like setup and interface isn't shit now, and I started standing up acting. I was like, holy shit, why is everything so much easier now?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm probably gonna finally start like doing more auditions and whatnot, just the fun stuff. And like if I start doing more work, that'd be cool. Yeah. But it's not my thing. It's hobby. Fun,
no, it's not your main thing, which is
not my main
totally
thing.
Fine.
It never was. It was like content creation, writing, and animation was always the main thing. Sure. And hell, I'm even starting to feel more comfortable animation-wise to be like, all right, I'm actually... And you've known, too, because for the longest time, I was like, I'm not an animator. I'm just a dude that does this kind of... but I'm finally like at a point where I'm like, all right, I can call myself an animator. I don't hate it. And
Oh yeah, I mean for
I understand things, and I've gotten better at certain stuff, like a lot more body language and movement and people stuff. Like right now, I'm like I hate this, and I love it, but I hate it because I'm like, this I will never do. Like every typical anime thing, the opening and endings tend to be like a lot better animated than the actual show.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm like, I love and hate this.
I would love to do something like that for the Tome game.
Let's do it, please.
Yeah.
Do it.
No, I've thought about it. I thought about doing it for the show at some point as well, but I forgoed it and did an ending animation.
Dude, I'm half joking, but I am dead serious. Do it, and I would love to help you. I don't care. I'm finally at a point. Dude, I'm dead serious. I'm at a point where I'm actually comfortable now, saying that I want to help people.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I mean, maybe I don't know. I mean, there's other visual assets that I didn't get to finish saying this earlier because I've been animating over here as well, just not stuff that I can show. Oh, this is Adam Tilford, everybody, by the way, creator of Shattered Heaven. There are some other visual things that I do need to work on.